Before we get everything really underway, I just want to acknowledge this morning that although when you look over there and see Fia and Shannon very calmly and artistically putting our worship out, they have been doing wizardry this morning in making sure that it happens. So thank you so much. So welcome everybody to worship. And because Fia and Shannon have done such a marvelous job, we are able to project in the sanctuary, and we do have folks joining us online. So I just need to do a little bit of housekeeping that everything we're doing in the sanctuary here and everything that's online is covered by two different licenses. The first is the CCLI license, which is CSPL 113699, and the other is our one license, which is A727787. So we are here, in this place, on this land, in this territory which nourishes us, nourishes our families, our community, and our spirits. And as we gather to be grateful and to worship, we want to do so in a good way. Doing something in a good way means to be in relationship with. And so, as we are in relationship with the unceded territory of the Lheidli T'enneh, we want to celebrate that territory and our gratitude for it. So join me. Hadi, Bundara Honzu, and welcome in the name of the Christ. Welcome to this place of worship situated on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Lheidli T'enneh people. Welcome to this place of blessing, this space of grace, and this holy sanctuary, this place where we discern how to live into the way of Jesus. We gather this morning to share in song, word, and prayer, to publicly, intentionally, and explicitly affirm that we are all an expression of the divine's holy light. Welcome to this community with deep traditions and hearts open to God. Be present with God and with one another here. Be welcomed and receive this blessing of presence and connection. And so we'll turn to the life and the ministry of the church. So if you have any announcements, anything happening that you want to let us all know about, come on up.
Sorry, we are all dealing with technology this morning. So just an announcement from Fellowship. I'm Judy from Fellowship. Just an announcement from Fellowship that we will be serving coffee, tea, juice, and cookies here in the sanctuary after service. Please stay and join us for refreshments. And I just wanted to mention that we have flowers this morning. We have two sets of flowers this morning, which is really lovely. One is placed by Marg and Karen Smith in memory of Gordon, and the other is placed by Shannon in memory of Betty Stone, her mother. So thank you.
Thank you. So I'm CJ, and I'm here with the donations. So everybody is aware, the tax receipts are out by the front door. If you haven't picked it up yet, please go through. And if you happen to have a partner, please check for both names, because I don't necessarily know who all is with who. So the tax receipts are broken into two receipts. There's the January to June and the July to December, because we switched programs. So I'm still getting people asking about that. So just reminding people again that it is broken up, but the total should be correct. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabrielle, and I'm here representing Knox Performance Center. I've been remiss and not been in church for a few weeks, so I will bring you up to date on a little bit of what happened in the past. January 27th, we hosted our first Without Bob show. It was an exciting performance with Rachel Theron. She's a French-Canadian jazz trumpeter, composer, and band leader. And we had over 210 people attend the performance. So by our standards, a success, yay. February 4th to 8th, we hosted Cold Snap. In that small window, we hosted 1,600 ticket holders, 450 workshop attendees, 100 volunteers, and over 80 performers. Again, a tremendous success. Now looking forward, on April 12th, we will be hosting Rum Ragged. They are a fabulous Canadian folk music group from Newfoundland and Labrador. If you have an opportunity to get tickets, come on down. Should be a fabulous show. And then if that weren't enough, within the same week, 4 days later, we will be hosting Delhi to Dublin. They originate out of Vancouver, and this stop in Prince George is part of their 20th anniversary tour. Again, something that should not be missed if possible. Anyways, that's what we're up to so far. And again, anyone who helped, I'm looking at faces, there's too numerous to mention, but thank you all for doing your little parts and helping Knox move forward. Thank you.
And do we have a few more announcements popping up? Yes, got keys. Does anybody have keys? I got a call actually from Erica about my keys. If you have any keys for the church, for the sanctuary, or any of the other rooms, if you could return them if you're not using them anymore. If you're still using them, that's great. Keep them. Just let us know or let Erica know that you've got them, which ones you've got, and that they're still in use. If you're not using them, please bring them back and return them into the office here at 3555 Fifth Avenue. For both here and for Knox as well. Socks for kids. We're collecting donations of new warm socks for kids, and we'll be donating to them to children in the partner schools. So there's a bin in the main entrance for that. And if they're new, I don't see Judy Addy, does that mean we can make new socks? Yes, somebody says yes. Vicky says yes. Okay, so they can be bought new or made new, and then just bring them in and donate them in the bin in our in the narthex. Oh, we have the coldest night of the year. Where's Elda? She's excited about this one. Me too. Anyway, so the coldest night of the year, 2026, is going to be on February 28th of this year. If people are interested in signing up, we haven't started a Trinity team yet. But if there are folks who are interested in signing up, let me know and I will start a team and we can have another Trinity walking team this year. If not, you can just go to the website and sponsor a walker. All of the donations stay local with AWAC. And it's a really fantastic night, actually. When you go to the rally beforehand, you learn a little bit about what AWAC does, some of the history of the walk, and then you get soup and cookies after. So it's fantastic. And it starts and ends at St. Giles Presbyterian, just across from the hospital. That's all. That's it. But before we move into sharing the peace of Christ, because sharing the peace is something that we do to remind us of the fact that we all belong to God and that we all belong to one another. This is our sacred tradition of nourishing our Christian community. I want to say a few words about what happened in Tumbler Ridge. Knowing that Tumbler Ridge is a place that many would see as being far off, perhaps hard to get to, perhaps out of the way, Tumbler Ridge are our neighbors. They are part of the human community on earth who we are committed to caring for. And so I wanted to acknowledge the tragedy at Tumbler Ridge, the shooting, the death of children and adults, the way that this has broken apart the community, the anger and hurt and grief that continues to blossom in that space, in our own community here, and in communities across BC and the world. And so as we move throughout the sanctuary, sharing the peace of Christ with one another, let us also remember that the peace of Christ is for Tumbler Ridge. That as we greet one another in the sanctuary today, we also greet the parts of ourselves and one another that are grieving. We also greet the parts of ourselves and one another that may be in fear or in doubt. This is also held in the peace of Christ. So join me first in a short prayer before we share this peace with one another. God of love, of light, and of hope, as we share your peace with one another, we lift up the community of Tumbler Ridge to you. We remember the children, the people that care for them, their protectors, and their imagined futures. We lift up their lives to you. We lift up their families to you. We lift up the community of Tumbler Ridge to you, that all who are involved might know that they are not alone. That all who are involved might know that there is healing in love. That all who are involved might know your peace at the center of this very difficult journey. Amen. And so let us move throughout the sanctuary, greeting one another in this time of connection. And so you can offer the greeting, peace of Christ be with you, or you can try our Dakelf, which is Desgel Nawal Unto, or you can say, and also with you, or the Clately Dakelf Cha Nil Unto. Let's share the peace of Christ, reminding one another that we are all held in love. And so as we make our way back to our seats, let us sing our first hymn, How Good, Lord, to Be Here. Voices United, number 103. Standing as you're comfortable and able. Sorry, Vic.